All right, so love. Love is an interesting thing. I don't really know if I've ever really been in love. I've thought I've been in love before, but I don't think I've ever really been in love. But I'm somebody that like craves love, you know? I'm somebody that craves that part of me. Like there's always something deep down that's like wants that in my life. But you know, I'm somebody that's had relationships before, plenty of relationships, to be honest. And you know, I've had people that have loved me, and I feel like every time that happens, I kind of just like push them away in a way, like not even like I do push them away, but it's kind of like I'm pushing myself away, and it's not like anything to do with them, and I don't think it's anything like I'm scared of love. I just think it's not the right time for me, even though I crave it. You know what I mean? I'm somebody that feels like I need to be in a certain place in my life before like I can commit to somebody, or I can just fully give my all to somebody. And this is kind of a vulnerable topic. I've never really spoken about this before. So please. I feel like I have a lot of things that I want to do in my life that kind of get in the way of a relationship, get in the way of love. But I crave love every day. Like I always want somebody that, you know, will be that person. And people have presented themselves. They're like me. No, I'm just kidding. But people like, you know, just through relationships I've had, and I just don't let it happen. I don't let it happen. I try to let it happen though. I try to let it happen, and you know, I play the game for a little bit, and you know, it's all great. But every time I'm just like, no. And I also feel like when somebody has feelings for somebody and the other person doesn't, or not as much, like if somebody loves you and then you think you love them, like you like them a lot, you almost think it's love, but you know it's not really love. I don't understand how people stay with somebody like that. I don't understand how you care about somebody, but you know you don't want a future with them, or you don't see yourself getting married to them. Like, I don't see how you stay with that person. Like, how can you morally do that? I don't understand. It's like, because when I'm in a relationship, at least, like, this person is like my best friend. This person is like my everything, right? And, you know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes one person might love another person more than the other. Like, that happens. But, like, how can you stay with somebody if you don't fully love them? Like, if you know that if you're still looking at other people, or like if you know you are going to end things eventually, why are you with that person? Like, why aren't you just honest with them? Why aren't you transparent with them? So that's my mindset on that. So like, whenever I feel like I'm not living up to the relationship in the way I should, or I'm not being the best person in the relationship, I got to tell them. Like, I got to let them know. And my first breakup was actually really bad, because I basically just told her that like, it was my first relationship. I didn't know how to break up. I didn't know how to word things. I said, you're not the person that I want to marry, which was like a really bad way to phrase things. But I felt like I had to tell her, because when my first relationship, we were very like lovey-dovey, like, oh, we're going to get married. But then I was like, wait, I don't want to marry this person, but I really like you. So I'm going to tell you. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to waste your time. So I crave love in a way, but I don't let love settle into my life, if that makes sense. Like, I don't let somebody love me for a long time, because I find myself just not in the right state of mind to embrace that love fully. That's the best way of explaining it. So I don't know if anybody can relate to this feeling, but man, it's kind of a lonely feeling in a way, because it's like, as much as I want it, like, every time it comes my way, I'm just like, no. And then I'm left feeling like, oh, should I have done that? Or like, well, now I'm, you know, alone. But you know what? We'll be fine. I'll survive. and I want to create some discussion here. What do you think about love? Have you ever been in love? What do you think are the guidelines to loving somebody? What does love even mean? Leave in the comments below. Love you all. Peace and love.